Hello and welcome to our Webgains Transform series of talks through 2021. Today we're going to hear from Mumtaz, our Global Head of Strategic Growth. She's worked to build brands throughout her career in the advertising and marketing industries, and she now leads a top-flight international services team here at Webgains that has won no less than 6 PMAs over the last couple of years and an IPMA. Mumtaz's proven experience benefits from spanning across agency side, network side and client side, and she now has responsibility for our key global accounts. Throughout the Transform series, Mumtaz has been speaking to various members of our global team, who I will now leave Mumtaz to introduce. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining us today. We're here for our second session in our sort of global insights piece into how peak shopping was performing throughout various regions in the world. So today we're going to cover China and Hong Kong, which is an extremely exciting region. And I have the pleasure of having with me today one of our account managers who's actually based in Hong Kong at the moment, Wingmei. Wingmei, hello, how are you?
Hi Mumtaz, how are you? Hi everyone.
Great, excellent, lovely to have you, Wingmei. And I know it's quite late over there, so thank you very much for joining us today. So I'm going to dive straight into our first question.
Yep.
So the first question is, what are some of the interesting strategies you have noticed from Chinese clients in this peak period? And I guess for yourselves, it's probably more Singles Day than Black Friday, right?
That's right, yeah.
And not necessarily Webgains clients, but like any sort of Chinese retailer. Can you sort of share anything interesting that you spotted?
Sure. So the main strategy this year is that Singles Day sales period is much longer than ever. So in previous year, the promotion only happened on the days of November 11. This year, the whole event began on November the 1st, and the PR activities actually started from mid-October in all major channels.
Wow.
So this is quite interesting because they have literally extend the whole period to half month in November. So I think this is a strategy to actually help merchants and brands to cover from the pandemic.
Yes.
In the from the first half year in 2020.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, 100% makes sense that they would expand it, and I think we saw that in the West as well with some of the Black Friday activity as well. So it's really interesting that China also decided to extend the Singles Day, and as far back as early as mid-October. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And did you notice any any particularly eye-catching campaigns that would have made you buy from a brand for the first time? Like say, like someone you've never bought from before, and you saw their campaign and you thought, oh my God, like I've not heard of these guys, or I've never bought from these guys before. I'm going to try something from there.
Sure. There was an American skin brand called Drunk Elephant. They ran a very interesting and meaningful, also in my opinion, one of the most successful campaigns during the peak periods. So what they have done is that they selected a limited number of consumers to become Elephant sponsor during the Singles Day period.
Oh.
And this is like a very meaningful charity marketing campaign, I think. And it also helps the consumer to build emotion connection with the brand. And when I saw these campaigns, I actually thought, oh, this is a good brand. I would love to buy from them. And also they used AR technology on their shop on Tmall. So it actually helped to lower the bounce rate in the shop, and also increase engagement with the consumer, which is very interesting. And I think that's the most eye-catching one I've ever seen.
That's really interesting. So they used when you say you mean augmented reality, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
So was that when you sort of hovered over with your phone or on the website, it would come up with the actual items in like as if you were really there?
So what happened is that when you use your phone to kind of like hover the phone, and then you can see a AR technology made elephant on in your room or on the products and stuff like that.
Oh,
So it's quite
nice.
fun. It's quite fun to actually go into the shop and then just go through the website and then discover this different type of elephants.
That sounds amazing. Oh wow. I'll have to sort of see if I can check that out later on. So drunk elephant, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that. And then another question I had was, did you notice any retailers that were taking part for the first time in Singles Day, and anyone especially unusual that you would not expect? And again, I guess maybe because of the first half of the year, maybe more people took part this year.
Sure. The most surprising one for me was that a real estate company partnered with Tmall to sell
Oh,
limited number of housing during the single day period. And they
wow.
also use AR viewing technology and also offer online exclusive discounts, which make them successfully achieve a actually good volume of deals during that period. And that's very
Wow.
surprising for me.
That's really, really interesting. So that
Yeah.
really shows, I know in the West, like we've always said, you know, we've always had like a bit of a laugh when we see like I don't know, people like selling printers getting involved in
Hmm.
like Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
But that's amazing. Like selling houses over Singles Day. Wow. Okay. That's super cool. Super cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's because I think it's because younger generation, they love like faster purchase time frames and then easier way to just make the decision, and also it does help to shorten like all the process when you need to do it in real life.
yeah.
So yeah, when there is a technology that you can put everything online, and then I think people would love to try that.
Sounds amazing. And did that include like real time viewings as well to be so when they were doing when this real estate company was doing this promotion, so you could look at the what the rooms were like using AR and then maybe put an opening bid, and then I guess you know after then you still need to go through paperwork and everything after Singles Day, I assume.
Oh, it's actually from the reports that I read, it actually said that they even integrated all the paperwork and legal stuff online.
Wow.
So yeah, so I think the platform itself make it very trustworthy, and from the so after the event, after the period, we can see that people are still um, they didn't return the buying the purchase, so it's actually successfully deals, we would say.
Wow, that's so cool. That's so
Yeah.
cool. And then I guess another sort of question is you just mentioned Tmall there. Um, I mean, in the West, we were talking a lot about the impact of Amazon on, you know, the continuing impact of Amazon on the smaller retailers and how they've all had to, you know, build e-commerce websites and, you know, get themselves sorted out digitally and how they're still having to fight against Amazon. Like how is it in Asia with the likes of Alibaba and Tmall? How is it for the smaller retailers? I guess it's like you have to join. You can't do independent, I'm assuming.
That's right. Yeah. So in Asia, and I think especially in China, retailers, they are heavily rely on this e-commerce platform like Alibaba, you said, like Taobao, the
Mhm,
e-commerce platform from Alibaba, and also Tmall. So a
mhm.
higher level e-commerce platform for well-known brand globally. So at the moment, I mean, Tmall and also Jingdong and Suning, they are still the biggest three biggest e-commerce platform in China, but we also see there are lots of smaller platform. They are developing quite fast. And one of the interesting is that we see some of the content-based, content-focused platform like TikTok, like WeChat, like Bilibili is like a Chinese YouTube. They are actually building their own e-commerce systems to compete with those three big giants, which is quite fun, especially, for example, like for TikTok, they actually disable external link to any other platform this year, and then compete with the other platform using its own e-commerce system, and they actually achieved quite a good result this year as well.
That's so interesting, and I need to check out Bilibili. I've never heard of that one. So that's the Chinese YouTube. Wow. Okay, that sounds so exciting as well. And then just in terms of my last question is, and this is really just drawing on your personal thoughts and experience, is did customers in China and Asia and Hong Kong, did they appear to spend more or less than last year? Like, what was the general feeling when you discussed the shopping habits this year gone with your own network of family and friends?
My families and friends, they actually got a much higher single day bills this year. I think is one of the reasons is because it's post-pandemic, so people have to buy more stuff, and then they have the desire to buy more stuff online. And then also the other thing is, I think the strategy, the merchants or platform that make the whole period longer was very successful, because we can see that lots of brands and merchants, they actually run lots of different type of activities during the single day. They not only just focus on conversion to profit, they're actually using single days period to manage the customer relationship with the client and consumer. So what they have done is that they make the whole event very entertaining. So single days is more like a festival in China instead of just a sales event in the year. So and definitely this will help brands and platform and merchants to influence consumers' buying behaviors. For example, like my parents, they don't normally buy online, but because of all the activities that brands and platforms rent throughout the single days period. So they saw lots of like hashtag or hot topic on Weibo or WeChat. So they started feeling interested about this event and also about those brands. And then they will have a look and then ask us for opinion, and then even ask us to buy them to buy those goods online for them. So the influence is there. So, and it's actually getting deeper and wider in China. So I definitely think that single day is going to be like much bigger this year, and moving forward, it's going to be like a huge thing in China. Probably this will going to expand globally, but we will see.
That sounds really exciting. I love the idea of Singles Day, even though I'm not single myself. I just love the idea, and I love the idea that it's like a festival, like it's not just for shopping, basically. And did you have the live streaming as well over Singles Day? Like it's a big thing, yes? Live streaming.
Yes, so live streaming is one of the, I would say, is the most used channel or way to promote during Singles Day. We actually see brands CEO being the streamer for the brand, instead of using like the traditional influencer or KOL they call it in China to do the streaming. So which is quite interesting. Like for example, like Huawei and Xiaomi and P&G, they actually have their own Chinese CEO go on to the streaming event and then promote their brand. And then it was a hot topic in Weibo
That
at that time.
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool, and I think that really sort of speaks to people as well, especially people who may not have tried the brand for the first time, to see the CEO doing the live stream. That's amazing. That's so cool. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
I
And
think so.
did you have like I know I heard that in the past obviously pre-pandemic malls would be open, and you would go in and there'd be like shows and things, so it's not just about buying, it's the whole festival thing. I don't know obviously if I don't know what things were like this year. Were things open in some places and people were able to go out and about and see some of the shows?
Yeah, so I think in China they actually transform live show online or digitally.
Okay.
So even people not going to the actual stadium or the places to watch the show, they can buy the ticket online, so digital ticket online, and then use the ticket to entrance the show. So which is quite interesting, I think. So Bilibili is one of the big platform for events like that online. And I think one of the good thing about digital show or digital event is that you can use different like new technology to increase the engagement between the audience. So for example, like in Timor single stage event, what they have done is that they hosted a big party at night, and then they also built the streaming room just on the side of the place itself, and then use different type of technology to broadcast like anime character or character from movies and stuff. So it's actually quite fun to watch it, and people can actually play live games
Nice.
in front of the camera, in front of the screen. So I think it's quite fun to do that.
This is I really, one day I want to, when this everything is over and we can travel again, one day I want to be in China and Hong Kong when it's Singles Day, so I can experience for myself the festivities. It sounds amazing. So May, thank you so much for giving us your time, and especially so late in the day for you over there. Really appreciate you spending this time to give us some of these insights, which are absolutely fascinating, as to what how everything played out in peak period in China. And thank you very much also to the audience for tuning in. And stay safe, everyone. Goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye.